We are looking for a 50 basis point hike from the RBA this afternoon. It's interesting, the discussion from the governor over the last month has been that it will be a decision between 25 or 50, a bit of a similar debate to the June meeting and taking that to this July meeting. But we would argue that key developments since the board last met argue very strongly for a 50-point move, this larger size increase. And I think it reflects three factors. The first is really the step up in the pace of global central bank tightening. We've seen it from the Fed, SMB, pretty hawkish rhetoric come out of the Bank of England and the ECB. So globally, the pace of tightening is stepping up as banks try and get to neutral sooner rather than later. I think secondly, domestically on the wage and labour market and inflation side, we've seen developments as well that all point to upside risks, whether it was the large minimum wage increase decision, some lift in public sector wage caps, including in New South Wales, as well as a rise in inflation expectations. And then finally, at 0.85, the cash rate is still pretty low and very accommodative and needs to move higher. So, in real terms, still very negative. So, yes, we think a 50-point move is very likely this afternoon.
So given everything you've just said and the upside risks, shouldn't they be going higher than 50?
Look, you can make a case for them doing more, absolutely. Rates are still low here, the risks are clear. And I think when you look around at what other central banks have done over the last 6 to 9 months, it's clear that the ones that have moved earlier are in better shape. They've got more optionality. So you could make that case. We would argue it wouldn't be a bad idea, but I suspect that given the debate is really around 25 or 50, I don't think there'll be much discussion around anything larger than a 50.